Hello everybody, I'm out in Ludlow on January 15, 2025, and I'm out for Amtrak 290 with the 125 Phase 7 P42. As some of you guys remember, I caught this unit leading Amtrak 290 to New York Penn Station right here in Ludlow earlier this year, and it's been running back and forth on the Eastern Island Express services. It is the evening on January 16th, and I catch a triple meet between Amtrak 237, Metro North 874, and Metro North 847 with Conrail. You guys saw the title of the video, so I'll get into it once 8047 passes to Poughkeepsie, as I will basically be answering tons of questions about the Empire Corridor and what's been going on with the Empire service trains. Amtrak's Empire Corridor, a scenic passenger line. The Empire Corridor is a line that connects Amtrak trains throughout the state of New York, starting in Penn Station and heading north to the state capital, Albany. The Amtrak trains start at Penn Station and into the tunnels of Manhattan. Once they exit the tunnels, they will go over the Spandau Bridge over the Harlem River in the Bronx, and then they will join the Metro North Hudson line. And then both Amtrak and Metro North trains will share the tracks all the way north to Poughkeepsie, and will go through several towns such as Yonkers, Terrytown, Peekskill, Ossining, Crowell-Harmon, etc. The Metro North trains terminate in Poughkeepsie, while Amtrak keeps going north to Albany. Majority of the trains are Empire services from New York City to Albany, or in some cases, you might see some Empire service trains going to Niagara Falls, New York, and back. But other Amtrak services run on this, such as the Lakeshore Limited, the Maple Leaf, the Adirondack, and the Eastern Island Express. These trains are usually pulled by one singular P42AC DM. The P stands for passenger, as that's what it was made for. The 32 stands for 3200 horsepower. The AC means alternate currents, and the DM stands for dual mode.
What is that?
Basically, it can allow the locomotive to operate on electricity from a stairwell system, like in the subway tunnel, and its own onboard diesel engine, allowing it to switch between power sources depending on the track it's on. The P32s aren't the only locomotives to have this feature, as the Long Island Railroad DM30ACs also have this feature. As seen here on Amtrak 700, you can see smoke coming out the exhaust of the locomotive. This is the reason why it runs on the electricity of the third rail system underground. So when they pull out underground in Penn Station, there's no smoke filling up the station, as I assume people do not want that happening. The same goes for Metro North and Grand Central Terminal, and they will change from electricity to their own diesel power once they exit the tunnel and heading into Harlem 125. But now it's time to get into the main focus of this video, as the dual mode operation does not always happen, and this is one of the reasons.
Oh my God!
No, these are not DPUs. These are known as double-ended constants. Now, most of the time, the double-ended constants will be on the trains Eternal Express 291 and 290. Those trains run up to Vermont and back. From what I heard, there's no time or place to run around the train, so they put two locomotives on each end, which can allow you to see a double-ended constants. Originally, it was only for the Eternal Express, but Amtrak decided to do it for several other Empire service trains. So this allows you to see two P42 ACDMs on one train. There's a slight problem as Amtrak is using more locomotives for their trains, as Amtrak only ordered 18 of these locomotives. So what did they do?
Hold up!
They brought in P42DC's. The P stands for passenger, just like the P32, but this time the P42 has 4,250 horsepower. That's more than the P32. And the DC is for DC traction. Note, these do not have dual modes, so you wasn't going to see these on the Empire Corridor until now. Now, most of the time, you can see a P42 solo. This is mainly because no P32 is around. And you can see these on the double-ended constants, which sometimes has a doubleheader. Now, what are some differences between the P32 and the P42? I'll explain. Well, for starters, the P32 has greater operational flexibility with its HEP inverter, while the P42 has no traction power to it. And like I said before, the P42 has more horsepower, so you're going to see it on heavier and long distance trains. As I mentioned earlier, the P32 can run off third rail. What I didn't mention was that it had a motor with 12 cylinders and AC inverters. And the P32 also has third rail shoes, which the P42 does not. Now back to the Empire Corridor situations. Like I said, the P42s aren't made to run on this, as they aren't dual modes like the P32s. And that is when the double-ended constants come in to play. When there's a train with the P42 and the P32, the P32 will be used for power coming into New York City. This is so when coming in and coming out the station, the P42 doesn't make so much smoke all over the station. And with the P32 on the train, the P42 can rest and let the P32 do all of the work. Now, there has been times where a P42 has been solo on the train, so basically they would just have the smoke come out the exhaust of the locomotive, but in the station, they will turn the vents on, as the ventilation fans will remove the smoke exhaust. And where you could tell from the sounds I played earlier, the P42 is way louder, which can cause some noise down in Penn Station. And the double-ended constants is how Amtrak avoids this, with a P42 on one end and a P32 on the other end. So most of the time on the corridor, you're going to see double-ended constants, sometimes with the P42, to accommodate the P32. Before wrapping this up, let's talk about ACSES. And what it is referred to as Advanced Silver Speed Enforcement System. It is a train control system that helps prevent collisions, overspeed, and protects work crews. And it works with capsular systems to enforce speed limits and ensure positive stops. It is also known as a positive train control system developed by Alstom. Some of the Amtrak P42s and all the P32s have this requirement. This can make the locomotives act like a cab car when they are on the double-ended constants. Though I will mention not all the P42s have this feature, which is basically why we're going to see some of the same P42s running back and forth on the Empire Corridor. From what I've been noticing, it's been the lower digit P42s. Heck, the Phase 2 Haitianet 130 P42 has made an appearance on the line. Amtrak's 50th anniversary units 100 and 108 has also been an appearance on the line. The Midnight Blue and the Phase 6. These units are also equipped with ACSES. And one more thing I'd like to mention, back to the Eastern Island Express service. Back in 2022, Amtrak was working on P42DC's into cab car conversions. Unfortunately, it was a fail, but as of early 2024, indications are that up to 8 such conversions would be performed. As of now, the P8Cs are being tested, but who knows what the future awaits. So now the Eastern Island Express is just using P42s and P32s. Anyway, that's all I can talk about in this video about the P42s and the P32s being on the Empire Corridor and how they work, and a little explanation of ACSES. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Be safe out here.
All right,
Have fun,
take
man.
care.
Hey, here's one for you here.